All right. It's been a little bit since I did a video, a whole minute. But I couldn't resist the temptation and the urge to put my 2 cents in on this whole Kwame Brown versus the world saga, I guess we'll call it. First of all, this man here is not to be fooled with. A man that says what he wants and answers to no one has power. He ain't to be fooled with. That man is completely confident in himself. And he ain't been spitting nothing but facts. Straight up facts. Yes. These cats that he was talking about, these former NBA players, especially Steven Jackson. If you go back and watch one of my videos, y'all know my thoughts on Steven Jackson. That wasn't new to me. I don't know the guy. We're just from the same city. I don't know the guy, but all I know is Steven Jackson does come off as somebody. He one of them cats that when you with him by yourself, he's cool. But when he get in a group and get around his people, that's kind of when he got his chest out. And he got to show out for everybody involved for whatever reason. I don't care about that though. But shout out to Kwame Brown and the way he has taken this internet by storm. Man, I ain't seen nothing like this ever. But again, when you speaking facts, when you spitting the truth, and when you saying the things that people really been thinking, just never said, just because they didn't want to go against the grain. Sometimes it's gonna catch fire because people get tired of all the hoopla and the nonsense when we all know what we really thinking, just afraid to say it. That man, he got nothing to lose, so he can say it. Because who gonna check him? Who gonna stop him? Who gonna take something from him when he owes nobody nothing? So, shout out to that man. But let me talk about this sports media and kind of why they do the things that they do. Here's my take on why I feel like they like to put labels on players and call them a bust or a disappointment. But they are bust and a disappointment by whose standards? Yours? Oh. I want y'all to think about something. There's a reason why before any player goes pro in any league, or it could be a boxer, it could be in baseball, football, basketball, it can be any sport. There's a reason why certain people have a lot of hype. And one of the reasons is they have talent, obviously. Another reason is the media is the one that creates the hype. How can they have hype if the media isn't creating this hype? Yeah, the people can only get so loud, but the media is the one that really can gas somebody up. And we talking super unleaded here now. We're not talking 87. I'm talking 93. Like they can gas somebody really bad. They can gas them up hard. They really have a way of forming people's opinions, even when the people have not seen said talent perform. People already come especially in the culture we live in now. We live in highlight culture. We just go off of whatever Twitter clips we see. Well, most people. I don't really do that crap, but most of these people go off of Twitter clips. That's where they get their I guess idea of people and things from. That's where they get their opinions from. Like people are not actually watching um, high school ball, or college, or amateur boxing, or region, or like lower level MMA, for example, regional MMA. People are not out there watching us. They might just get some clips and be like, "Hey, that was a crazy knockout." Ain't see the the whole fight, but you might get some I might see some highlights and then that's it. Anybody can go put together a 5 minute highlight reel of anything, just like anybody can go put together a low light reel of anything. But what really gets the hype going is the media. They are the ones who really, really had the most power when it comes to public opinion, and they know it. They know it big time. See, people on the internet who have the independent media, these people who are not beholden to anybody, those are the people who the media doesn't like. They don't shout them out. They don't bring them on their shows or anything like that to get their opinions on nothing, because once somebody who's beholden to no one starts gaining traction and gaining power, there's nothing anyone can do about it because you can't take nothing from them. But anyway, let me get back on track. I think I went off on a tangent. But the reason why I feel like the media puts labels on people and says they underachieve or they're a bust or whatnot is because they refuse to take responsibility for their bad analysis. That's what it is. Like you think about how many number one overall draft picks in NFL and NBA, for example, who have not really panned out to anything. A lot of times they were drafted number one overall because there was a lot of hype around them. There was a lot of hype around them because the media made that hype. They gas you up, they build you up just so they can tear you down later on, and they take no responsibility for them actually being wrong. The media cannot just come out and say, you know what, we were wrong about said talent. We thought he was going to be this. We were wrong. We didn't look at this right. And a lot of times there may be a few players from that draft class in whatever league. There may be a few players from that draft class that end up being Hall of Famers or All-Stars that had no hype around them. I mean, no hype. Like, how many second-round picks have we seen in the NBA become like great players? One sticks out to me. Manu Ginobili. He was a second-round pick. He's a Hall of Famer. Ben Wallace was undrafted. He's a Hall of Famer. You know. Kawhi Leonard was just outside of the lottery. He was picked number 15 by Indiana. I forgot the year of the draft, but he was picked number 15 by Indiana and then traded to San Antonio. Look at him and the career he's had. He's two-time Finals MVP, two-time NBA champion. He had absolutely no hype coming out of San Diego State. But see, the media, what they try to do too is those guys that they kind of overlooked. They really try to get them a lot of credit, so people won't ask them, hey, but you didn't see this guy coming before. Why didn't you talk about him then? But y'all were talking about so and so. You know, the media just can't come out and take responsibility and be like, you know what, we were wrong. Because once they take responsibility, they see it as themselves losing credit or losing credibility. And I get it, they're the media, they control the narrative. But what I like about what Kwame Brown is doing is he's telling the people, hey, look, you need to control your own narrative. The power is in your hands, especially with these millionaire athletes that got all this bread. You know, you make a certain amount of money, you need to flex your power. Stop acting like somebody gonna take something from you, because at the end of the day, if LeBron said, look at LeBron, for example. Boy, LeBron, we know that LeBron is paying people in the media to hang and swing off of his nutsack. We know that this is happening. Shout out to you, Shannon Sharp. We know you got paid. Well, we know you're on LeBron payroll. You, Max Kellerman, and Colin Cowherd, and who else? What's the other dude? Nick Wright. A lot of them Fox cats. A lot of them Fox Sports cats. Chris Broussard. A lot of them cats. We know y'all all on LeBron's payroll. But again, look at LeBron, man. Like LeBron is above the law in the NBA. He's got the power, man. If somebody like that decided that they wanted to create their own basketball league, they'll do it. If somebody like LeBron decided that he wanted to make his own media company, he could do it. But he's doing his in a different way. He's just paying people in the already established media, to honk his horn for him in the public and make him look like a god amongst men. LeBron got so much power that he can violate COVID protocol and don't nothing happen to him. But Lemon Pepper Lou, nah, he gotta serve his penalty. Or Daniel House with the Rockets last year in the bubble. He got to serve his penalty. So yeah, man, that's just my little 2 cents on this little saga, man. Make sure y'all go check out Kwame Brown's channel. I think it's Kwame Brown Bus Life on YouTube. I believe that's what it is. Like he's had his channel for a little bit. He ain't really been on YouTube for a couple of weeks. People just like the masses just started to know he had a YouTube channel within the last couple of weeks. And like I said, man, he's spitting a lot of facts about all these cats, man. The go along, get along gang with the Half the Smoke podcast. Those two clowns. Who else? Stephen A. Smith over there at BSPN Network. Yeah, all the stuff he been saying about these cats is just stuff that we all been thinking. Or maybe we've been saying it. Maybe we've been saying it at the barbershop. That's what Kwame Brown been doing. He really just been saying this barbershop talk. When us men, we go to that barbershop, listen, we 100% real and authentic. And we say how we really feel over there. Because we know ain't nobody around and we all really on one accord in that barbershop. Something about the barbershop, man. Something about the barbershop where we just go over there and we just can just be ourselves and be real. Something about it. I don't know what it is. Yeah, man, y'all go subscribe to that man's channel. My channel's small anyway. I don't really be on here like that. But I might start making videos again. I don't know. I might be lying too, though. Anyway, man, I'm about to take a nap. Y'all had y'all Saturday back. Holla at y'all.